That's right, it's Nick Dash back again, and as you can see, I'm not wearing my hat. I'll quickly tell you a story about why I'm not wearing my hat. Namely, I don't think it suits me anymore. Summer of 2014, just about to come. I'm going to hit the age of 40, and in wearing this little hat, I get the feeling it makes me look like I'm trying to suck up to a younger crowd because it makes me look a little more rad, hip, and groovy. On top of that, it's a golfing hat rather than necessarily a baseball cap. So hello, pussy. So the cat's just come in. Just thought I would let you know that I've been interrupted by a putty cat. Okay. Right. Anyway, my point is that I'm not wearing my hat because I want to start looking my age and behaving my age. Bit of a funny story about this hat because initially I started wearing it because I had a problem, and the problem was I was working very hard. I was staying up very late at night, and sometimes staying, doing 24 hours of being awake on the phone on Keen.com because I had to pay off my debt repayments, and I needed the money. I didn't want the fucking money. I needed the money. And as a result of that, I had like very little time for meals. I had very little time to sleep. I had very little time to wash. And I know that sounds gross, and it is gross, really. But essentially, I just seriously needed to sort myself out financially, so I made myself physically ill through not sleeping, and I became unhygienic. Okay, just being honest with you. And there was even like some ingrained dirt on my forehead. Some of my earlier videos, you may see a little bit of a brown mark on my forehead, and that was basically dirt I couldn't get out, which I'm not very proud of. Once that phase of my life had come to an end, I was able to get back to a healthy routine of like bathing and sleeping and eating and all that kind of stuff, and started to repair the body and mind. I realized I couldn't get rid of the brown shit. So I put the hat on, and that basically did it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just pointing out to you that things are changing around here, in the fact that shut up, cats. I love that cat. I love him to pieces, but he isn't half a pain in the ass sometimes. Meow. Uh, you gonna come over here or not? No, he's not. Okay. Because he has this little game with me whereby he tells me what to do, and I end up doing it. Obviously, he doesn't tell me in English. He's used all his body language and different intonations of meow and purr to create an entire vocabulary, which he's incredibly articulate at using for a small, fluffy mammal. Okay, incredibly articulate, aren't you? Hmm? Don't you talk to me like that? Bloody hell. Anyway, so I'm not wearing my hat, and I know it's going to be different. I'm going to have to start growing up, making sense, behaving like a mature person. I'd love to just be 21, really. I just through seeing a vampire film in which we got all these characters who've been like 21 since they were like 100 odd years ago. You know what I mean? And there's always going to be a little part of my mind which is going to be saying like, if only one of those bitches could like suddenly bite me. Actually, no, don't bite me now. Go back in time to when I was 21 and doing the nightclubs and was into that sort of thing, and then bite me. Okay, just fucking do it. Back in time, well, maybe. But on the other hand, I wouldn't be able to have all the fun experiences I've had with growth and change and progress up to now. So essentially, that would be useless. This is a very long-winded way for me to tell you I'm not wearing my hat anymore.